Take a look at yourself before you accuse me. Take a look at yourself. I've been running around with other women, but I don't love nobody else. Hey everybody, so here we are. We're going to do a thing today. It's called Analyzing Chords in a kind of a Mark Knopfler style. A Mark Knopfler style, so we can kind of be playing. Okay, so we're going to be doing that. And while we're doing that, we're going to be analyzing chords because it's going to take us a while to learn how to do this. It's going to take us a while to do this. So while we're doing it, we're going to be learning stuff that we can use for the rest of our lives. So here I am, Alon Beauvais, and with the Radio Terra project. It's brought to you by Bandate Hakia. And before we get going, we're going to use a couple diagrams in this. And the way to get into them, Gabe, can you show the major and pentatonic diagram? This is one of them we're going to be using today. And so to get that, you just go in the description of this the channel right now and sign up. It's free. So these classes are free. We're a nonprofit. And all you have to do is put your name and your email, and then you can get the link to it's the sign up for the registration for the class, the course, and it's free. And then you just get the best link so that you can get the notifications of reminders of when the classes are every Tuesday. They're live, so you can be like when you find this. This is for people that are discovering this later. So you sign up, and then you'll be able to come to if you want to ask a question right on the spot and just like say, hey, what's this? What's the deal? How do I know when? Like one of the things we're going to work on today is how to know when to use the major and minor pentatonics for soloing. But the other thing is like, well, how do I, I have a problem. Like the singer wants to put it in a different key, or I want to play it in a different key. And it's like, oh my gosh, it's like just you'll be able to move from one key to another really easily and really efficiently with the method we use. So you sign up for this thing, and you can ask those questions right away, like right now, or you can send them in. So you'll get and you'll also get the link to where you can get all the materials. And there's like 3 years of three trimesters of these classes. So you can get it, and the cool thing is it's all on our site. So there's no you don't have to go through any kind of scary possibilities to get a virus or get hacked or anything, because it's us, and we're a nonprofit, and we've been doing this for 3 years, and it's just like all in our site, so it's all safe. Unlike I was trying to look at a loops pack, because we're developing this really cool loops project with authentic Brazilian percussion beats from Bahia. And I thought, I just want to see what else is out there. So I saw this loop package. I thought, I'll just buy this. And it was just a thing. It looked really good. It was on Instagram. And I thought, I'm going to buy this. And luckily, I didn't go through all the steps of the click here and click there. And then there was a thing that says, oh, you're going to get to a place where it says you can't download, Google won't download this because it's too big to check for viruses. And I thought, I'm not going to click on that. And so then I talked to our IT guy, and he says, man, you dodged the bullet. So anyway, there's no bullets to dodge here. We're here. Here I am. And you can see us, we're a real band that plays music. You can see us how we've been doing this for 3 years. And anyway, so we're an official registered nonprofit in the U.S. and also registered in Brazil. So today we're going to use this diagram, and we're just going to take our time We're going to use the cage thing. Can you go to the cage thing, Gabe? So what we're going to do is what I did at the beginning of this this lesson today, and this is the part one of chord analysis in a kind of a Mark Knopfler style. And basically, you're just kind of knowing where you are and then just adding the necessary pieces to it. And this is can be applied in so many ways, but basically, we're going to do a 12-bar blues, which I sung and played the 12-bar thing. And it's like that was one of the questions we had. What's the deal with blues? What's it mean? What's an 8-bar blues? What's a 12-bar blues? A basic format for one of the most common formats for blues is 12 bars, which means a bar is counting to 4 12 times. So it's like 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3. Okay, so those are bars. And then we work in this class, we work in the numbers system. So this blues song is in the key of E. So E is number 1. There's 8 notes in the scale. We know that. We've been working on that. And there's all kind of, so when you sign up, you can get all kinds of, it's like you're not going to jump into the middle of anything because we keep kind of going back to the basics and using them to understand the advanced stuff. It makes the learning the advanced stuff a lot more permanent, so you're not learning these, you learn this whole song. I remember long time ago, Larry Carlton played this great solo on a Steely Dan song in Kid Charlemagne, and I learned the whole thing. But I learned it in a very isolated way, and so I didn't learn it in a way that I could just take all the concepts and the arpeggios and the way it worked in the harmony to other things. I just kind of learned it, and it just went away. So this stuff's not going to go away because we're going to learn it in a way to where as you learn how to do this stuff, you're also going to be kind of analyzing where you are in the numbers and where the chord intervals are, and you're going to use those for the rest of your life. It's really cool. I just did a little thing off the C, that's the C cage. I did the first 3 notes. And then right here, it's kind of like this little triangle right next to that C is 1. I'm on the 5th string, and I'm going up diagonally to the 4th string, and then open, I'm up way up here. 1, 3. Oh, this is another 1. Oh, I'm sorry, 1 through 5. 5, flat 7, so it's. And you go arpeggio. Anyway, a little example. So this is the cage thing, and so we're going to be working off this today. And what we're going to do is it's a E blues, so E is 1, and then let's just kind of continue on with our number thing. Okay, so we're going up, and so E is 1. Blues traditionally is a 1-4-5 progression. Or what does that mean? What do you mean 1-4-5? Well, in the scales, there's 8 notes. 1 and 8's the same thing. It's kind of like do, do, re, mi, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1. Okay, so there's 7 notes, and in these 7 notes, there are chords associated with them. And we've talked about this in these classes, so you can it's kind of easy to find. You can, because all the classes have titles. But basically, we're going to work on the 1, the 4, and the 5 chords, so we're on 1. So that's the first note. So the 1 would be a what? Well, I'm in E scale. What would the 1 be? I know. It's A. No, if it's an E scale, the 1's an E. Oh, well then, Okay, so I don't know what 4 is. Well, let's go up the scale. E, 1, 2. So E, F sharp, G sharp, A. Okay, so A is 4. So there's a 4 chord. So there's an A chord. And there it is right in front of us, too. It's that A form, caged A. Okay, caged. Ed, caged. E is the ed part of the formula. So ed. And so then we go up, and then we need the 5 chord, and that is, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So what's 5? Well, what comes after A? 5, B. It's B. Well, that's not up there in the cage thing. Well, yeah, it is. It's there, and but check it out. See that C? Well, we're going to use that form, but that note on the 5th string, that's the root. That's the 1 of the C chord. So one of the things we've been working on is just a little simple thing to remember, and I'll throw it out here again, but you can you can play this back if you want to write this down, but it's really important to remember in music. We got in the kind of music we do, it's called Western music, because India is different. But here in Western music, there's half steps and whole steps. So like between a fret to the next fret is a half step, half step. So from that first ball right here to the next ball is a whole step. So if that's G, that's A. Okay, so anyway, but between C and B, here's a C, going down to the B, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, okay, A, B, C. So between C and B is a half step, and between E and F is a half step. So just remember that. So you're moving around. So if I'm on a C, everything else is a whole step. So if I'm on a C, well, I got to go to a D, so that's a whole step because it's not between C and B or E and F. Now I'm on a D, I'm going up to E, that's also a whole step. Now I'm on E, but I remember that between E and F is a half step, right? So I got to go half step, so that's F here. Okay, so anyway, that's how that all works. But here I am on this C. So what if I move the whole chord down? Now I have a C. Now the problem is that this middle 4th string doesn't work, or the G string doesn't work out. But for blues, it just so happens. Let's go back to the C. So there's this thing called the blues 7th, and when it sounds like this. She caught the Katy. She left me for a ride. She took me for a ride. She caught the Katy. She took me for a ride. So look, I'm going 1. I'm on the C now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now it's not going to sound good if I go with the real 7. She got the kid. No, that's like the beautiful C major. Look my way. I'm as helpless. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I'm as helpless. Whoops. I'm as helpless. I don't even know the chord. Anyway, so we don't want the real 7th. We want the flat 7th. So that's the blues one. So check it out. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, flat 7th, and look where it lands. See that? It's right next to. Got a little triangle here. Can you go to the left hand, Gabe? So look a little closer up. So there it is, right there. That note. That's a B flat instead of the B, which is a 7. So that's our note. So check it out. When I move it down, it's in the, this is the 1. I go down to a B. And so now I got the new chord. So that's the chord in the blues. That's the B 7th. And we don't want to play this top one. So you can just hit it like this, or you can just be careful. There's other ways to do it, but we're going to be simple today. So anyway, so going back to the caged, let's go back to that caged, Gabe. So we got the caged chords. We're going to work on that. So we got the E, or the E, A, and the C, which in the form of a B 7th. Okay, and we're going to do all 7ths. But today we're not going to talk too much about 7ths. But anyway, one last little thing. We're going to analyze this caged E. And so let's find out where all the notes are and analyzing it. So we got, because you're going to be playing this. Before you accuse me, take a look at yourself. Before you accuse me, before you accuse me, yeah. Before you accuse me. Starts on the 7th. Anyway, so check it out. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we got the 7th. But let's just do all our notes in the cage. So we got an E here. Then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this note right here is 5. It's the B. We already know that. And then 5, 6, 7. We don't need that. But we got this 8, which is 1. So you got a 5 and got these right next to each other. Where's the other 1? 1. You got 1 here. Now there's another important thing, because this is that Stevie Ray Vaughan position. This is a real, and you're going to know this too. 4 to 5, you always do chromatic. Okay, or 4. Or all in the same place. So you got, so anyway, this here's that blues 7th right here, because you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. No, flat 7. So there it is. Could you go to the left hand, Gabe? So it's like that 7th. And another thing, remember we got this is an E. You can just get rid of this E and drop it down a whole step. So there's that 7. So there's an E 7th. You don't have to play, or you can. So you have that also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Half step up. There's another thing we're going to learn between that E and F and B and C thing is a half step. Between 3 and 4 and 7/8 a half step. So that's why we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But we don't want to go. We don't go to 7. We want to go to flat 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And look how it's the same. So that's what we're going to use in this blues. So now we're analyzing things. So now you're going to need to do something about this whole analysis. And what you're going to have to do is let's go to the E major pentatonic. Okay, so here we are. And what we're looking at, you got this red ball on the 6th string, and then you got the red ball on the 4th string. So that's your 2 E's. Right next to it, you always have the 5th. Okay, so you play the low E, the 5, and you got like just a 3-note thing. Then what we're going to do is we're going to find out where the 6th is, and you're going to remember this because what you're going to do is you can just sit there, just kind of look at where you are, and you're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, and you're saying 1, 1, and 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So what you got 1 and 2 with the 6th, and then you're gonna go 3 with the 7th, 6, 1, 2, 3. So the beats are 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and the notes are just moving from 5, 6, flat 7, and in between we're going to go 1 and you're going to play twice that red ball on the 4th string and the 5th. So you can just practice this. And you might need to practice a little bit, but while you're doing it, it's so you're building up this. You're actually creating a whole bunch of nerve pathways in your mind, in your brain, and they're going to be there to stay. So you're going to be able to do this. 1 and 2. So you're 1, 2, 3, and just kind of put a metronome on if you want. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Let me see where my phone is. Is it around here anywhere? Well, you can go on YouTube and just ask for a metronome. Let me see if I can get my metronome over here. I'll get my phone out. So you just go on your phone and find a free metronome app, or just go on Google. There's free metronome apps, right, Gabe? Yeah. Still? Okay, so you find one of those. So where is one? And I know I got one somewhere here. Okay. Okay, here's the metronome. So what I'm going to do, I want to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And usually these free metronomes, you can tap it. So it's like, so it's there. It's chopping along. Okay, so I'll bring this over here. Okay, can we hear it? There it is. So what you're going to do? You're gonna,
can't hear it, no.
oh, we can't. It's not coming through here.
Plug it back in. Oh, I thought you.
I just want to hear it in this mic. Can you hear it a little bit in the mic?
Yeah, you can.
Can you hear it still?
Yeah.
Just a little bit, yeah. Okay, so you're gonna like this. Okay, so that's the 1. Then you're gonna do the 1, 2, 1. Add the 6. So the and 1 and 1 and 1. The and is these two, is the red ball and the 5th, and then the 1 is the bass note with the 5th and the red ball on the 4th string. Now we're gonna do 1, 2. I'll slow it down a little bit, but it's good to do these things with the metronome. Let me slow it down. So 2 is simply the and 1 and 1 and 1 and 2. Now 3 with the 7th, okay? 1 and 2 and 3. So if this takes you a long time, you got to do it with the metronome or it's not going to work. And then what you're doing is you're really getting your head, you're in the E form, the caged, and you know that this is 1, very important. Know that that's 5, and that's 6, and that's 7. That's the flat 7. And then, all right. Before you accuse me. And now we can spit it up a little bit. I think the song could go at about this. Before you accuse me. Speed up a little more. Before you accuse me, take a look at yourself. You can stay on the same one if you want. We're going to do that when we get to the B. Now, what we got next coming up is the cage chords for A. Okay, so let's go to the cage chords real quick. Now we're going to get to that next chord, the 4 chord, and there it is. There's an A, and then we got the root, and it's the same. It's the same setup. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there you are. So you're just really playing. That's the 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. So right there, the first 2 of those 3 is the note you want. That's a 5 and a 1. So you got a 1, 5, 1. So go. So where's 6? There's 5. Let's go to the left hand again, Gabe. So there's 5. So there's 6. And then a half step up from 6 because we're not going to the true 7th. We're going to the flatted. Flat means a half step lower. So we'll put it. Now we might need to slow it down a little bit, but we're going to go. So when you might need to slow that down to about, I did it at like 65. 1. Just practice that. And my right hand is kind of muffling. So it's not going like this. It's going. Okay, now I'm going to put it up to speed. Oh, for the last chord, and then we're going to have, don't worry, we got part 2 of this thing. It's coming up next week. So what we do, let's go to the cage chords for C. And we talked about this C7th. Okay, there it is. It's kind of like, you see that, the ball on the 3rd fret? It's at the third fret of the 5th string. And then you got that one there on the 4th string. That's the 3rd, by the way. But 1, 5, or 1, 3, and then, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll look between 3 and 4 is half step. 5, but, and then right, it's like 1, 2, 5, flat. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Opens 5, 6. So right here is the 7th. So you slide it down, you got your B. Okay? Now what's really cool about this, when you're playing, if you want to play a D7th, you got it. She got the K down. Oh, play E. E7th. Let's go to the left hand so they can really see this. So you move it up because this is your E, this is your B. So you got the. Okay, so we'll go down to B. you got to do is, so you play the whole chord, and then you just play the top part. If you're using a guitar pick, just go bap, 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 bap. But this is a thing. This is kind of like a nice style. It's a finger style. So why don't you learn it with your thumb? So it's okay. So we got like run, and I don't love nobody else. Low E, number 1. I'll show you that thing next week. But basically, for anyone who wants to get ahead, you just slide up. Look at this. So we got our E chord, 1, 5, 1, third, and 5. That's a 5. Or 1, 2, 3, 4. You can go up here, find it here. Same note. And then here's our 7th. So you go. So you just play these 2 notes, 5 and 7. Slide down. Just go on down. Up to the 7th. I mean, up to the 5. To the C chord. So like, I've been running around with other women, and I don't love nobody else. Bomb. Before you accuse me, take a look at yourself. Whoop. Before you accuse me, take a look at yourself. Before you accuse me, take a look at yourself. I've been running around with other women, but I don't love nobody else. And then back to the wide. So that's it. Before you accuse me, that's how it works. And you're just so we analyze the chords, and the idea is as you're doing this stuff and learn how to do this, really just weld it into your brain. That's the root. 1 5 1 5 1 1 6. Okay. Anyway, that's it. So we'll see you guys next week. Don't forget to sign up so you can get all the materials that I was working with today, and check out all the other classes. There's tabs, a lot of tabs on how to do all kinds of stuff. Stevie Ray Vaughan tabs, Paul McCartney tabs. We got Blackbird, just Crossroads, just 3 years of tabs and songs and MP3s. So we're going to analyze some more stuff on this next Tuesday, and I'll see you then. So take care, and